Alright, now we're in business. Okay, so here we are. Let me just make sure everything's good here. Just be 1 second, guys. Just trying to get this all going. Okay, let's go YouTube. So we're still watching this. It's on the screen here now. So we've got a fresh chart. We'll do it up today. I took a nice long, I'll show you all that here in a second. I just want to get everything working fine here. Okay, content. I did delete that live. I started a second ago. So, boom. Turn this, delete this one. How do I delete it? Delete forever. I understand. Delete forever. Alright, so we are currently live. Let's see if I can. Alright, get the mic down, and we are good to go. Now let's make sure I'm not missing anything really quick here, because I do want to get into a trade. I think I am. So this is 5-minute structure. I'll explain this all in a second. Topped, down, broke up, down, broke up. So I think I am going to enter a trade here. Let's see. Let's see if I can open my MEXC. And we'll explain this all in a second. MEXC. We'll close this one out. Sorry, I should have had all this stuff ready before I went online, but here we are. Okay, so log in. So this was a top. We'll get a second. I'm going to look to get, because we went, let's see, the 5-minute structure. Up, down, down, up, down, up. So we're looking to go down past there. Okay, so I don't think you guys can see me logging in. Go to futures. Alright, we're already logged in. So we're good to go. So, what is all these pop-ups on MEXC drive me crazy. Alright, so we're in business. I think we're going to enter a little short here. Let's make sure we're on Bitcoin, 20x leverage. We're going to just short a little bit to start till I can do some analysis. Confirm. We're going to have our stop loss at 435.99. 435.99. Of course, it's pumping now. Of course. 435.99. Where is that at? Stop loss. Why does that only say confirm stop loss 435.99 435.99? Alright, so is that the right one I want? That's not the high, is it? Oh, look at me, I'm stupid. So it was at the 1 minute. I thought that was the high. See, this is what happens when you're in a rush. Let's drag this up to here. That's better. Alright, so now we will do some analysis. So let's get over here. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so where we left off yesterday, we'll go to like the 4 hour, I guess, here. We took, I think it was right here. We took a little, yeah, I think we came down. We took a little short. I think it was right from here. I think I got out somewhere down here, and obviously I could have rode it all the way down here. So once I got down to the bottom, we almost got to my make and break, the line in the sand where we are going to go lower if we go past there, and we didn't. So we came up, and I was watching the 5-minute structure. So I was looking for a break of market structure. So let's see if we can zoom this in here. We'll get to that in a second. So here we come down, almost lined in the sand. And so for a break of structure, we're watching it go down, 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 like this, down, up, down, up, down, up. And what we want is, so our break of structure is right here. So it was like a higher high, lower low, higher low, lower low. Sorry, I'm messing that up. Lower high, lower low, and then this didn't do anything. This was all internal. But once we got to here, this is where we broke market structure. So we broke that previous lower high, and we put in, this would be the new, I guess, low. Then this was a higher high, a higher low, higher high, and back up we did. So this, where did that happen at? So if we look at this here, we can go like this, just doing it quick here. That kind of broke it, but we'll go here, down to here, up to here, because that broke that, and then all of a sudden, boom, and up we went. So our break of structure was right here. Did I enter right there? No, I don't think. I think I actually entered back here on the retest, and then I rode it up. We'll get to a higher time frame, so I'm not scrolling forever here. We rode it up to, I just cashed out right here now. So I was just at the grocery store, and my phone had actually died, so it's plugged in beside me now. But what we were looking for, and while I was at the grocery store, it came down here. I knew this was going to happen, but luckily when I got home, it had pulled back up, and I just closed my long here now. So why did I close my long? So let's go. I like the 5-minute structure a lot for entering trades, or the 15. Maybe the 15 looks a little cleaner here. So we have obviously our ride up. So let's just say there to there to there. We broke, came back down. So that actually, look, we broke across here. It wasn't a super strong one, but we came back up. We didn't make a higher high, and we came back down, now breaking again. This, and then technically, if we're looking at the 15-minute, we broke again there, the market structure. But if you did the 1 hour, it might be a little more clean. So up, no, up, down, up, down. We didn't do that. So look at these. I'm not like, I'll be honest, I'm still learning how to trade and stuff like that. And this did kind of look like a distribution. We get the 3 taps at the top, but this, like, we have a 4 tap here. So this is what I'm hoping for. I shouldn't say hope, but what I'm looking for is for this to come back down here now and to ride this down. I have to be careful with this smaller structure that we could come from here. We could do this up, make a, and then back up like that. So I'm gonna watch this. So we got a trade open there right now, so let's clean up all this right now. We'll switch over to MEXC. So we got a trade, we're right hovering around there. So my stop loss is at the top there. So where's the entry at? Where is the entry? Average price 4328. 4328. Boom, boom, boom. Short. We'll throw it right here. Stop at the high. Looking to take profit down here. So 43. Was it double 328? I think 43228. So we're in the minus right now, but we'll see what happens here. I was starting the stream. I was in a little bit of a rush. I could have waited for this to play out a little bit more, but I think we're going to get a play down. And realistically, like I said yesterday on my video, as long as I get a 1.5, I'm happy. Like I did a little thing where, and I can show here in a second, but I did a thing, what was it, compound interest. Spell it interest better, makes better sense. Compound interest calculator. Let's go day trader. Which one was it? This one that I used. So basically, principal amount $100. If I got a 1.5% trade every day, daily for let's say just 1 year, we're not going to do it every day of the week. No, we're going to do it to Monday to Friday. Invest everything. No additional contributions. Calculate. So if you do that, your first month you're going to earn $36. Seems kind of measly. $136 what your end of the month is. Next month you're earning $50, so that compounded up to $86. So you have $186. Now this third month you've now doubled your account because you're up to $258, and you just keep on going. Where at the end of the year you've made $5,000. So obviously nobody can shake their head at that. Like $100 to $5,000. Sure, I'd like to get $1 million. But like, how would I get $1 million? Let's actually just fool around with it. So let's just say I did a 10% daily. Calculate. Sheesh, that gave me way more than $1 million. So hey, maybe if I can get 10% a day, then I'm set. It goes like 6 billion or something insane. Obviously that's not realistic because you won't be able to do that every single day. So obviously you can see we're getting a push up here. We're in the minus, not what I wanted. Where's my stop loss at? Okay, why P&L rate? Did I not put a lot of money into this? Huh? Oh, I only have $11. So yeah, I was just wanted to throw something just in case it dropped down there. $11 is not exactly that crazy, but yeah, we'll see what happens. In my haste to get the stream started up again, like I said, I missed the internal, if we look at the structure. So what was we're on the 15-minute structure, which is a good gauge. So up, down, up, down. Now we kind of SFP this high, so that's where we didn't close above it, which kind of means that we're going to come back down for the bottom, which we did. So we didn't close above it. And then we came back down for the bottom, and then down to here, and we're still going bullish, still bullish, but the problem is we broke bearish here on the 15-minute. So if we go up to the hour is a little different structures. Let's go down, up, down, and we'll go pull it up to here. And like I said, we SFP that's kind of a weird little thing throwing me off. But if we go here, but then we broke it again, bullish. So yeah, so it's kind of all over the place here. What we're actually probably should be looking at is we're forming some type of a range here. So let me get the range. Bottom of the range, top of the range. So we look for price move with inside that range. So we'll see what happens. I still think I can get a little bit of a pullback, maybe. So let's pull also our little fixed range profile here. So you can see what happened here. So this is the range. So the high of the range for the volume. So you see these candles are the volume candle. The point of control is where we're bouncing around right here now. Let's see for this stream, make that a little bit bigger. And then the high is right above it. So we wicked above the high, came back into it below the point of control, and now we're just kind of hovering around the point of control. A lot of times what you'll see when you come to the top of the range, if we can hold below the point of control, which the point of control is pretty close to the high because it's a newer range there, but then we'll see what you'd cycle back down to the low of the range. That's probably where I'd look to take profit if I can get below that. And if we do close below that, I'd probably add to my position a little bit. We'll see what happens right here now. Excuse me. I should have a little bit of the music playing. Let's see. We'll go to YouTube. We'll go to chill music, copyright free. Bum bum buddy. What do we got? 12 hours of free. Okay, chill lo-fi. This is what we want. Oh, getting an ad here. They're getting a free ad. Forex.com. Okay, so we got a little bit of music in the background. Where are we at for our chart? Okay. So it went up. So this is the 5-minute structure. I'd like for it now to kind of reverse it and go back down here. So we went from here to here to here. If you can get here and break down, that'd be awesome. And this kind of came up to here, went down to there. So that's kind of the loose structure. Where are we at in the 15-minute? Where's my volume profile? We'll get rid of all this, clean everything up. Excuse me. Still recovering a bit from a cold here. Is that a little too high, the music? Just enough in the background. I'm getting a water filtration system put in. The guy should be here in the next 10 minutes, so I'll probably maybe close off around then and give an update. Excuse me. But what I'm kind of looking for, just so you guys can just see, is obviously I'm looking for the short to come from here and ride it down. So we look at the higher time frame. That's our range. This is where my long came from, so I was really happy about that. If it comes way back down here, I think we're going to take that out and go into that make or break zone, which would be kind of scary. This, excuse me, this would be people would look at as, excuse me, demand zone. Where we got here? Get my old rectangle box out here. This here is a 4-hour one. You could look at that. So demand zone, so you can see that was the last black candle before this big move up. So what we could see is the price come down here, hit this, and then react off it to go higher. That's definitely something that I would be looking for. What else could we see here? Let's go down. Look at what we got. You could also, because if we change this to kind of a bigger range here, right about here, I think that. So if we're in this bigger range here, let's change this pull to back here. We can see we're kind of playing with inside this range as well. So something we could look for more localized would be from here, work its way back down, and maybe we come down here, and what we do is SFP this, come back up, and then that puts the top of the range in play again. So what I mean by an SFP, so is when you get down here at the bottom, instead of a candle closing, I was trying to make a candle. Instead of a candle closing below there, so we got to pretend that's my little candle. I'm starting to lose my voice. Instead of it, this one obviously closed below that line. What we would be looking for would be a candle close like this. So the body is above the line, and the wick just comes down and close below that line, so that's an SFP. So that means that we're probably going, when that happens, to come back up to play against this high again as well. That high we put in here. We just have to see if that's going to hold. So obviously this could come ahead. We could SFP that again, and then we're going to come back to that range anyways. So there's different things we're looking at right now. And only time will tell. We can't guess, but those are just the plans. Especially when you have a range like that, you always want to try to play it from one side to the other. And you'll see a lot of reaction from the point of control. So this red line here, you can see price kind of hovered, bounced around. We went below. We didn't go all the way to the bottom of the range, but again, we came back to that point of control. We wicked the top of the range, and what I'm looking for is us to come back down. Where that point of control was so close to the top of the range, realistically, again, this is still me learning, still working out all the kinks. I should have waited. What a mess I made here. Let's see if I can, get rid of this, get rid of these drawings. I think what I should have waited for was for that point of control to break below it, and then I would have felt more confident with us going back down to the bottom of the range. Now we're kind of stuck, feels like playing ping pong. If I look at the 1 minute here, we're kind of like we're playing ping pong in between the point of control and the value area high of that range. So you can see right here. You can see price is just kind of like going back and forth. And the thing is, when you pull range like that, you want to keep on extending it, because obviously now there's been a bunch of volume out here, and you'll see things change. So like the value area high, so you can see like we're hitting our head off it a couple times. Look at the 5 minute. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but we might be able to make this work. The problem with when you pull these fixed ranges, you kind of have to go back to the start for it to populate. So right here was the start where I pulled, and now it populates again. So back over here, and we're looking. We want it to reject off this. It's trying to bust its head through. It went through that one time, came back, went up, hit off it again. And like I said, the better play would have been to wait for, where's my long tool, or short, sorry. Would have been wait for something down here and kind of pull it down to the bottom of the range. What I would have looked for would be this to come down, maybe break here, maybe go retest off that, and then bounce back down. So that would have been the more safe play. We get our break of structure. I didn't pull that down far enough. Break of structure right here after that retest. And this could be all very internal. So you're like, oh, but it broke structure high here. But this is like maybe on the 5 minute, but on the 15 minute, that's just one line down, up. So that was a high, low, lower high, and then down. So you always have to remember there's different levels of structure. The higher you go, the more confident you can be in it. Like 1 minute structure, you can see things go up, down, down. So let's go bearish, bullish, bearish, bearish. Oh, broke bullish. Now we don't know what we're doing. So 1 minute structure is kind of all over the place. And sadly, in my haste here, that's what I entered. I know the 1 minute structure, but we'll see what happens. I only put $17 at risk here. So sorry, actually into play. So at risk, I think I'm risking under $1 here. And what I'll do is once I get a play below this point of control, then I'll look to add to it more where I should have waited for. But that's what you do. Live trading, and you're just kind of like sometimes rushing to get things in, and that's what I shouldn't have done. I should have taken my time, but you know what, we are here. So let me just check my phone here. Boom, boom, boom. On my phone, that's where I trade my main account in this challenge. I set up a whole new MEXC account and put some money on here, put $100, and we'll see what's gonna happen here. So like I said, my first, where's my take profit gonna be at? So we're on the 15-minute, come up. So let's see if I can pull the fixed range tool here. Fixed range, pull here to here. This one doesn't, I'll have to change the settings for it because it didn't give me the high. So the high should have been right here. The low should have been right about here. And it would also get into all this price action that was support and resistance. So I think my first TP, if this goes down, would be at 43068. So 43068. We'll just say we'd close 75% of it. And boom. What? That's because I have like no money in this trade. You know, so we won't even put that in right now. Bumpity. Okay, the water filtration guy should be here soon. Let's just see what happens here. And this is even like a little tiny mini range. So let's see if we pulled it from here. This is getting just like filling time, but we can see what's going on here. Where's my fixed range? Go pull it from here to here. So we're above that range right now, so we want to break back into it. Get rid of this little tiny guy here. Boom. So this is obviously looking bullish. So, but what I'd like to see is kind of just a sweep of this high. I think where's my, and so if price would come up here, boom, 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 and then come back down, that would be what I kind of like to see. What I kind of, the 15-minute, the RSI is pretty overbought. Is it taking out this high? Obviously that was the move I wanted, but I was at the grocery store then, and it came back in and my phone died. I wanted to take this down, and then like I said, I closed out my short, so I was like, okay, I want to take it down again. Probably shouldn't have done that. And same thing with yesterday. So this is a good lesson. Yesterday I missed that short that I wanted, and I kind of got into an entry that I wasn't super happy with. I still ended up making some money off it. But again, you have to wait for your setups. And again, this is the setup that I wanted, and I could have wrote it down. Let's say I entered somewhere here with a market structure break, stop up here, and we wrote it down to the bottom, so we saw a break again. So that would have been 2.4%, even at 10x leverage. Looking at 20, what is that? 20% trades. That would have been obviously amazing. So we were looking for something here again. So we never know. We might get. We might get what we're looking for. My stop's up there right now. Let's extend this out a little bit. We'll go down to the 1 minute. And so let's see, price came, slide this over here. I think I entered right there. So price came up. Ooh, are we going to get a little 1 minute break of structure? That'd be nice. That'd be positive. So we got from the top here, we went, let's say, down, up, down, up, down, and then we didn't break structure there, and then up there. So now we might come and break structure again. Like I said, 1 minute's all over the place. So yeah, so we're breaking down below that, so that's kind of cool. It's just on the old 1 minute structure. We'll see what happens here. Where's my fixed range profile? I want to see that point of control where that comes into play. So I pulled it from there. I could pull it from here as well, but I think this is a fair place to pull it. So again, we had to come before I add any more money or risk any more money on this trade. I need to break that point of control right here. So we'll see what happens. I'll have an alert right there. Why won't my add alert? I might be. earlier I found out I was used all my, I think with you pay for the first level of trading view, you get 20 alerts or something like that, and then we'll have the 15-minute, we'll have this alert at the high to say bye-bye trade, nice knowing ya every time. Okay, put this one on, switch it to every time. And where was my first? Okay, so that's when we break down there. We want to add to the trade. Boom, boom, boom. This music, is it? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're still fooling around here. So where is the low? Okay. So we'll go a little, because this is going to change as it, so it'll probably sneak up as there's more volume at the top. This will kind of sneak up. So if we went to like 42179, just so I can have something in there, let's go with 42179. Market, I don't know, 42179, 75%. And then we'll press close short, confirm, and that will obviously, that shows I basically get no profit. But once I break, if I break down below here, I'm going to add to this trade. So we'll see what happens here. What is 15-minute? 1 hour RSI. You can see the RSI when I talk about RSI is down here. It's still going up, but the 15-minute is looking like it's curved back over, even though the money flow, the bottom part here, is a little high. We'll see what happens. They're kind of fighting against each other. Again, this wasn't my best setup. I rushed it because, and that's the whole thing about trading's all about emotions. And that's one thing I have to learn. I haven't mastered that yet. Is, you know what? This is where I was watching all day to get into. I missed it because I was out. When I came up for the retest, my phone had died. I thought I had charged it last night. It wasn't, so I tried to plug it into the car charger. It wasn't starting because it was cold. Anyway, ran in, got groceries, and missed this whole move. It came back up. It didn't break above, so I was like, okay, maybe it's coming back down. And I rushed it. I don't think, obviously, I don't think if I would have taken it from here, and then here, I think once I saw this come up here and do that, I think this is where I probably would have closed it for a nice little trade. And I wouldn't be entering right now where I did now, but just because I had a little bit of FOMO and I wanted to get into a trade because I just wanted to do this live session, here we are. So this is kind of a learning lesson. This is why I'm doing this challenge, to learn this mistake, fooling around with only $17. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, if I break down below that, I'll add to it, and maybe then I'm going to make some more money. So where's this? This is my, this shows my entry, my stop, and then down here, and I think they changed this, or I didn't even notice it maybe before, but you can slide these, which is really cool. Obviously you can't slide your entry. Reverse position. So if I clicked on this, this would reverse my position, so it would close out what I'm in and send and put me in a long instead of a short. And obviously I can close my short, so if I slid this up right here, it would close it instead of putting in all the numbers and stuff like that. Who likes numbers? Nobody. So we're going to sit here. We'll see what happens. So that is my stream for today. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. I'll do a little update short on how this trade turned out. Again, I rushed into it. I should have waited. But we're looking for this to get below the point of control, maybe do a retest, and then ride it down to the bottom of this range here. Or I go up to this point here and I get stopped out because it's making a new high, and then I can examine it for obviously longs. But I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you on the next one.